All right, this was our Tuesday upper body day. Just working on, again, strength, speed, power of the upper body. This was more of a heavier strength-based day. That was our emphasis, but yes, there's still going to be some speed. There's going to be mobility. There's going to be movement. There's going to be power in it. So we're just our warm-up here, just fast forward through this, crawls, rolls, tumbles, cartwheels, just getting the body loose, ready to go. Just, again, warm-up can be whatever it wants. Too many people take it too seriously and take it and make it too boring and just the same crap over and over again. Then we threw in some of our speed, kind of upper body speed. Again, this is fast forwarded, so that's not real speed. The impulses, quick, rapid rep impulses. Get the shoulders, get the chest, get the pecs, lats, everything ready to go for the heavier stuff to come. Just hit a bunch of different angles, did external rotation, kind of some Y type, more overhead. Just hit the rear delt there, the back of the shoulder, get that high impact, a lot of reps. Just taking on force, ready to go, get it moving, get the body moving, get the upper body moving fast. Again, when we think about speed, we think about sprinting all the time. But yes, you can move your upper body fast too. You're going to have to. And then we do the kind of that thrower internal, rapid rep internal rotation. Like you're throwing, again, left-handed too, just hit both sides. Then we went into our first movement of the day, so kind of our power movement. So we did a overcoming ISO push-up. I needed to put this up a little bit too low there. Not able to get the a good pushing motion. Even my hands, you can see my elbows are a little messed up there. Not the right angle, but again, can barely fit in there. So we raised it up for the next set. But overcoming him, you can do this with a bench. I like to do it with push-ups too. Just change it up and push against an immovable object for 3, 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that, whatever it is. I did 5 seconds here. So push up with all your force, all your might against that rack, trying to move it. And then we paired that with 360 push-ups. So I've never really been great at these, but they're fun, they're challenging, and that's why we do them. Again, I'm coming up too fast with my butt. I got to use more power, more speed, or more power, more strength through the actual push-up. But rarely able to land it, but do those. It's fun, challenging. Try them out. Then yes, it's a little bit better. Still, I got to put my hands, elbows. I just don't have enough room in here. Once I get outside, it's a little bit better in the garage, but just don't have a ton of room to actually stretch out in there. So maybe I'll have to stick with the bench overcoming ISOs. But again, a little bit better. It's just I've done them before where I start at a elevated surface and go to a lower surface just so I have more time in the air, but I just got to get more powerful in the air. That one was better, pretty close on that one. So just getting more powerful, getting up, getting some more height, getting some more air time with the push-up. I've always been weak, not very good at power with my pushing position. So again, still something we work on, but again, these are fun, challenging. Rather than just do regular plyo push-ups or regular push-ups, add a little bit of challenge. Then we went to a pullover iso hold, so just trying to let that upper back. I felt it more in my upper back, but looking at the video, it's not as great as it should be. All right, then our main strength movement, pairing horizontal pushing and pulling was my modified jammer press. So I set up the TRX or rings, the straps for the rings that I have, and then some bands and get that in a horizontal pushing position like a jammer press, but just a lot cheaper, and it's actually not too bad to set up. So I like it. It works for me rather than always pushing like a bench press. You're just on your back. You're standing in this, so get a standing variation. I don't have machines in my home gym, so this variation I really like. It works well. So get that. The bands add some resistance too, so you're just pushing when you're standing. You think of times you're not out, rarely are you going to be on your back. I mean, bench press is great, don't get me wrong, but I like to change it up every once in a while. Get that heavy pushing position from a standing base and paired that with the Pendlay rows. Also just a bent over that bent over row, explosive, powerful, and getting a little bit momentum too, using the back kind of and the legs. So built some strength with that. Then we hit a little bit more of vertical pushing and pulling. So we did worked up to a heavy set of 3, I think, on pull-ups. Yeah, I believe it was 3. So I think we worked up to 60 added pounds. So plus my weight, that's like a 220-pound person. Then we did overhead dumbbell bench or dumbbell press as well. Just sets of 4 on that. Paired that with some spinal movement. As you can see, we forgot to put the clamps on. So there's one for the blooper reel, the epic fails. I think I put a dent in my concrete there. But yeah, again, spinal twist. So loaded spinal twist, put a barbell on your back. Just a little bit more. Again, you don't need to start loading it. I don't even have it that heavy. I've seen people do it with a lot more, but you can do it with just the body weight or PVC. Start where you're at and then start loading it. Load the spine in different ways, not just squatting or deadlifting or whatever. Twist it, turn it. So we're putting the spine through motion under a load, which is going to put it at a different range of motion that it's not always used to, but challenging it through those ranges of motion by adding strength and adding weight to those different ranges of motion, whether it's bending, twisting, flexing, extending. Challenge yourself. And then, yes, you do need the anti-rotation, so just carrying it in like things like a squat or a deadlift where you are bracing and not trying to bend the spine as much. And we just kept working our way up with the pull-ups there. Again, this was 50. Again, we get on the garage soon so I can actually get the full range of motion, so I don't have to just worry about my head hitting nails in the ceiling there. And then just kept it straight weight with the sets of 4 on the overhead press. Found something that's challenging and went with it. Here's our top set of my body weight plus 60. Last rep kind of crappy there, but did it. Then we did a drop, instead of a drop set of as many reps as possible, we did a nice long 1 minute slow lower. So just jump up into that pull-up position and slowly lower our body. As you can see, it looks like it's just so like an iso hold, but it's actually, I'm lowering it for a minute. Just slow and slow. Just work on that control. A lot of times with people struggling to do pull-ups, they'll do iso holds, they'll do slow lowers where they're not actually doing the pull-up movement or chin-up movement. They're just jumping up and holding there as long as possible, or just slowing down, so go like 3 seconds down, then we work our way 5, 10, different ways like that until they're able to do actual pull-ups. But even if you are, this is a good way to challenge yourself and go. As you can see now, I'm starting to lower the whole, I don't know if you can see, but the whole rack was shaking. It was kind of cool, kind of challenging. But then I wasn't lowering fast enough, I think, and so I started lowering faster at the end because I saw the clock timing down. But just a good way to finish it out. And then our last thing we did was a 2 minute. Didn't do the whole 2 minute, just because again that's kind of boring. You just saw slow lower, 2 minute iso hold, band pull apart. So that was the upper body day. Thanks for watching, guys. Be an athlete for life.